Hi students, hope you are doing well. Today we will write a program that will be able to respond to user input during its execution and give different results for different inputs. This process is possible with the use of conditional statement. Let's have a look at the flowchart first. For the conditional statements, here the user will add an input, then we will see what is the condition. If the condition is true, what will be the conditional code? And the other way, if it's false, what will be the conditional code? In Visual Basic, we have three types of if-else conditional statements. The first one, we call it if-then statement. The second one, if-then-else statement. And the third one, if-then-else-if statement. I will explain all of these in details when we are applying our program. For this, I created this user interface. In this program, I will ask the user to enter his average in this text box. Then click on the button here to see his equivalent grading. The first example, if the user or the student got more than 90, the program will shows outstanding. Outstanding or the grading will appear here in this label. We will double check the name of this label 1, so we can add it to our code. And the name of this text box, it's text box 1. Now to add the code, double click on the button. The user will add one variable, so I will define the variable first. dim, I will name it as average. As if it's a number, I should select integer. If it's a character or text, we should select string. So I will select integer. Average equal the value of text box 1 dot text. Now here I assign the value for the average. Here I will correct this integer. Now we will add a condition to a student input or the average of the student. If the average is greater than or equal 95, the grading is outstanding. We will write it in the statement if average greater than or equal, we should use this sign, greater than or equal 95, then the second part of the statement, if then. If the condition is true and it's greater than 95, label 1 dot text will shows outstanding, the grading outstanding. So I will write equal outstanding. I will run the program now. Enter the average. Let's write 97. Okay, outstanding. What about if it's less than 95? If I run my program again and try to write 78, no result will appear here. So we have to edit our code again. Going back to the code, what I applied here is the if-then statement. If condition, then if it's true, this is the result. What about if the condition is false? So I should use the else statement. I will add the else to if statement. Else, it means if the condition is false or not satisfied, the result will be label 1 dot text equal I will add not outstanding. And here we have the end of if. Run the program. This is the first number, 97. It's outstanding. If the average is not greater than or equal 95, if it's 67 for example, it's not outstanding. But here the size is not fit. I will correct the size of the label. Any number less than 95, not outstanding. Going back to the code, here I used the if then statement. After I used if then else statement. For the grading guide, this is not working. I'll show you what we have to apply. If I want to apply these conditions here, the scoring or grading guide: outstanding from 95 to 100, excellent 90, 95, very good, average, and if it's less than 60, it's poor. How can we apply all these conditions in the conditional statement? We have to use the third type, if then else if statement. Now we will apply it together. Here the first condition is true. If average greater than or equal 95, it's outstanding. Else, I will edit it to else if. Else if the average is greater than or equal 90, then label 1 dot text will be excellent. Again, else if average greater than or equal 80, then label 1 dot text equals very good. Again, else if, I will copy this and edit it. Else if average greater than or equal 70, then label 2 equal good. Else if average here greater than or equal 60, so the label shows average. What if it's less than 60? The last option, else, it means if it's less than 60, label 1 dot text, I will copy this, shows poor. Now I finished all conditions. Here is the first one: outstanding, excellent, very good, good, average, otherwise else it's poor. I will run the program. Okay, I will enter number more than 95 first, outstanding, then above or 90 or above 90, it's excellent, between 80 to 90 should be Very good. From 70 to 79, it's good. 60 to 70, it's average. If it's any number less than 60, it should show as poor. If it's 23, if it's 59, for example, it's still poor. Going back to the design, so this is our program for today. We applied the 3 statements: if then, else, and the last one, if then else if. At the end of if statement, we should have the end if statement here, end of if condition. Before we finish, I want to show you this slide. Here we have all conditional and logical operator that you can add it in the conditional statement. Here the conditional operator, greater than, less than, and here we have all logical operator, which you can use any of these in your code. Hope you can apply this and have a nice and safe time. Thank you.